Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahushai, Kahalamna Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwakodash, and also double honor to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders, grand millstone who rule well, and also Shalom to sincere I came out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwakodash. Ron back again with a quick lesson. And this lesson is going into this situation that took place over there in Europe, Spain, and Portugal. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, bro, for a plague, a darkness. Okay. I'm gonna go into the article, see how long, this plague was going on for, or happened for Slakia, and get a few more get a few precepts, and Lord willing this to be edified, and also this is what's about to come over there in America, known as Babylon according to the Bible. Okay, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to plague the whole world. Okay, it's not just going to be one continent, man. Okay, real quick, let me do something here real quick. Let's go here. I want to do just like it. Let me go here real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." So this is what we are seeing happening right now. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is sending plagues worldwide. And the reason why it's doing that, in verse 6 explain it, because wickednesses have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, man. Esau has spread his fucking germs all over the world. All right. Verse 7, "Therefore, saith the Lord, I'll hold my tongue no more as touching their wickednesses, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually." And that's us, man. All right. That's us. Start with the apostles. All right. Are going down here on earth right now. We are complaining, and complaining, crying unto Yahweh Hashem shall continually, and even the righteous man who up in the spirit world. Okay, they're doing the same thing. All right, because we want a let's go here real quick. This is what we look. This is what we want to be established. Here on earth, man. All right, let me see. Is this the one? 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12, looking for and hastening unto the coming day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So the more we see of these plagues happening worldwide, we know that the day is getting closer and closer, to the return of Yahushua. We're reading the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and America is going to be on fire. Okay, Israel is going to be on fire. Parts of the earth are going to be on fire, man. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, looking for new heavens, right, and the new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, and that's what we are looking for, man. We hastening. We are, let me get it. Forgive me. Isaiah chapter 51 and verse 14. "The captive exile hasteneth that he might be loosed," and that's us, to be loosed out of this captivity, man. "And that he should not die in the pit, nor that his breath should fail." So we are in right now we are living in hell, man. And we want to be delivered out of here. So that's why we're looking. We are looking. We're looking for the day of Yahushua, the day that Yahushua returns. Every day, man. We're looking for signs. That leadeth unto that day. Okay. Let me see. I want to see if something is here. Right, this is, what the Heavenly Father Yahweh Hashem Yahshua did to the ancient Egypt, right? But today, we know these are these Edomites in America. They represent the modern Egyptians, and we know these Edomites are scattered around the world. So so it's like therefore the Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is plaguing these Edomites, man. Okay, all right, he's plaguing these Edomites. Let me get a precept right here. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse let me see something. Let me read verse 9 as well. 2nd Ezra 15 and 9, and therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them, which is talking about the elect. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to do in the land of Egypt, which he is talking about the elect. Because you remember, 2/3 are going to die in America, man. Okay, which is known also, according to the Bible, as Egypt. Verse 11, but I'll bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, which is Yahushua, who's going, come and deliver them, and smite Egypt with plagues. See, smite Egypt with plagues, which is America, as before, and it will destroy all the land thereof, the land of America. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smeared with plague, and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. That to the ground shall mourn, the seed shall fall through the blasting and hail with a fearful constellation. You brothers has been paying attention, watching. America has been getting hit by tornado, tsunamis, and all that shit, man. Fires and and things of that nature, But so, what you see happening in Spain and Portugal is gonna come to America, man. Okay, America is not exempt from the judgment that Yahweh Hashem Yahshua has prepared for it. Okay, and then another quick precept. I'll come back there. Let's go to the book of Revelation 18. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 8. Therefore she have plagues coming one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahshua who judges for man. But these plagues, and one day, you're gonna wake up and America is gonna be heat. Okay, we plagues from left, right, and they're not gonna stop, man. They're not gonna stop until America be taken out. Even when they, announce that peace and safety, it's not gonna do nothing. Okay. So let's go see what the Heavenly Father did to the land of Egypt. All right, this is the book of Exodus 10 and 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, and that there might be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which might be felt. Damn, so that's terrible, man. You know what? Let's read this in the AMP. Then the Lord said to Moses, stretch out your hand toward the sky, so that the darkness might come over the land of Egypt, a darkness which is so awful that it might be felt. Golly, people felt that, man. Like in a horror movie, man. Like you imagine, man. Your land is being fucking plagued. It gets dark. You witness all these type of disasters and shit. Especially the plague that the Heavenly Father was bringing upon Egypt. Now it's fucking dark. Like I'm talking. That's terrible, man. And that's what's gonna happen to America, man. The scripture says that there's nothing new under the sun, and the scripture says that Jacob trouble is gonna be a trouble like I never seen before, man. It's not gonna be comparable to what the Heavenly Father did during 70 AD. The plagues he brought upon Egypt is not gonna be comparable, man. Verse 22, and Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. God damn. They saw no one, and they saw not one another. There rose any from his place for 3 days, but all the children of Israel had light in their dwelling. So guess what? In these days, we're coming into the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is going to have light. All right? How about that? So let's go from there. Okay? You can read, you think I'm lying, read the book of Job, the fifth chapter. Psalms 90, is that Psalms 91? Psalms 90, yeah, Psalms 91. And the list goes on, man. How the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, is going to be with his elect during Jacob trouble, man. Okay, let's go here. And I know there's another one in the Wisdom Solomon. Let me see. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful. You know, Wisdom Solomon chapter 17 and verse verse 1. You know, I'll come back over there. Let me show this article right. It says, "We slept on the floor like dogs. Travel chaos in Spain as officials tried to find power cut codes." I also remember, you know, it's like I have to get this precept. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. It says, "Let Satan should gain an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices," man. So we can't be ignorant of, you know, what's happening, what's going on over there in Spain, because when you go back, you check out your man. Okay, man, can I get it? Would I be able to get it? Klaus. Okay, so check this out, right?
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison.
Okay, you see that? So the man told you about it. So we can't be ignorant of these things happening right now. And then it's crazy that this man just retired from WEF, right? And now this is happening here. The terrorist attack over there in terror attack over there in between Pakistan and India border, this tourist area. Now you got this. You hear the situation that took place over there in Vancouver, and now you got this darkness or power outage over there in Spain, Portugal. And this man, you know, gave a warning about those things, man. You see? So, you know, hey, man, are we coming to that time? Hey, absolutely, man. We know these things are going to happen anyway. Yeah, we're going to speak on that until Yahweh Shem shall do so. Let's do this right here. You got these idiots that call us news reporter. Okay, I'd rather be a news reporter than a dumbass nigga, you know, in New Covenant or Baghdad and shit. Isaiah 62:6, I've said, watchmen upon the walls of Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. He that make a mention of Yahweh Hashem shall keep no silence. And that's us, man. You see? In the AMP, on your walls of Jerusalem, I have appointed and stationed watchmen, prophets, who will never keep silent day or night. You who profess the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall take no rest for yourselves. We don't. And give him no rest until he establish, until he make Jerusalem praise in the earth. Man. Until that happens, but we're going to do the job. You see? We ain't going to stop, man. Okay? Let's get another precept. Psalms chapter 64 and verse 8. So should they make their tongue to fall upon themselves, or that see them shall flee away. And this is what these devils are doing. You know, always, you know, they'll come out and tell you certain things. You know, tell you about it, and you know, niggas are gonna be like, nah, man, you niggas a conspiracy theory. And then when Issa starts doing it, oh yeah, man, shit, damn, yeah, y'all were right. Yeah, I remember that video. He did say it. You know what? That's what Issa's doing right now. The man told you about it. Now he just retired from his job, right? So what the fuck you think Issa's about to do, man? You know, Job 15:6, thine own mouth condemned thee. It's like thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not I, yet thy own lips testify against thee, man. And that's what this man just did in this video. Talking about all these things that's gonna happen. How does he know? You know, because they're the ones that's doing it, man. So they can bring forth their NWO. Okay? But Jack is gonna say,
Spain, Portugal.
All right, man. So let's so let me go here. Summary, right? Travel disrupt in Spain and Portugal is ongoing after Monday. Massive power cuts left passengers stranded. A woman about train station says people slept on the floor like dogs. Damn. Yeah, showing you that they don't give shit about you. Others spent the night in a sports hall after being stuck on the train for 6 hours. Spain's power has almost fully been restored, and substations in Portugal are being brought back online. School classes will not take place in many areas close to Spain, and the cause of the power cuts are still unknown. This is basically a pandemic, man. It's a Spanish power company rules out cyber attack as cause of blackout. So they ain't trying to, they're gonna say it's no cyber attack. Because you know why they're saying that? Because people have awakened up to know these things. The so-called conspiracy theory people be talking about this. So if ISO comes out and says it was a cyber attack, people are gonna be like, oh shit. So they're gonna people are gonna more look into what into those conspiracy videos more often now, and to where they're gonna know what the fuck is going on. But ISO's gonna come out and lie to you, lie to you, man. You see, here we go. I'm gonna play this video, and how this video says here, right? Furious residents of Spain and Portugal blame net zero agenda for widespread blackout. Woo-wee. Are they right about that? Absolutely. They're damn right. This was orchestrated by, like our Pastor Haas said, the puppets within these countries, man. Because they're trying to hurry up and come down with our great wrath. They're trying to hurry up and get the reset going so they can try to establish their NWR, man.
Portugal and France are just starting to emerge from a state of emergency that plunged their cities into chaos today after a widespread blackout that disrupted the lives of millions. The blackouts caused not only darkness, but payments, medical services and transport were also affected. Peak hour was particularly chaotic, with traffic jams making the commute home a nightmare for workers. Hours in cyber, this commentate only through renewable energy sources such.
It says Spain launched an experimental on April 16th to generate all power for the entire Iberian Peninsula only through renewable energy resources such as wind, solar, and hydro. Today, the power grid collapsed, leaving Spain, Portugal, and France with the largest blackout ever, man. You see? So it's just behind it, man. Come on now. Anyway, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna get one more precept and I'm out of here. So I'm at two more. Wisdom Solomon chapter 17, verse 1. For great are thy judgments and cannot be expressed. Therefore, unnurtured souls have erred. For when the unrighteous man thought to express the holy nation, thought to oppress the holy nation, they being shut up in their houses, the prisons of darkness, and fed with the bonds of a long night, led the exile from eternal providence. For while they supposed to lay in hid in their secret sin, they were scattered under a dark veil of forgottenness, being horribly astonished and troubled with strange apparitions. And this happened to the Egyptians. Yahweh is going to do the same thing to these Edomites. For neither mighty the corner that held them kept them from fear, but noises as waters falling down sounded about them, and sad visions appeared unto them with heavy countenance, man. Moses was fucking plaguing them Egyptians, okay, with apparitions. No power of the fire might give them light. Damn. Neither could the bright flames of the stars endure to lighten that horrible night, man. And this is gonna happen, man. Only there appear unto them a fire king of itself, very dreadful, for being much terrified. They thought the things which they saw to be worse than the sight they saw not. As of the illusions of art magic, they were put down, and their vaunting in wisdom were reproved with disgrace. And that's what's gonna happen to Esau, man. Okay. You know, you can read more into it, but you know, this the plague, one of the plagues the Most High Yahweh Shah brought to ancient Egypt, and these plagues are the Most High is about to bring these plagues upon America, man. Okay. Let me see. All right, beautiful. Let's go from there and get this precept right here. Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 40. It says, "All my people," you know what? Let's start from verse 38, 7. Second Ezra 16 verse 37. "Behold, the plagues drew nigh, and are no slack. See, as when a woman would child in the 9th month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come upon the world, slack upon the earth, and the war shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side," man. And it's what we about, to witness it real soon, man. So all my people hear my word, make you ready to that battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. Then when you read on, the next verses, it goes into what Klaus spoke about a year ago. You're gonna own nothing and be happy, and this is what they're trying to establish, man. Okay, of them having full control over you, man. Okay, it's all written, man. And last precept, I'm just gonna read here and remind you, Akim, and sisters out there. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 6. It's like a verse. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 4. "And all these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, both in northern tribe and southern tribe. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and know of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man that travailed with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman travail, and all faces are turned into paleness." You see? So Ezra seen his vision, and people were terrified, man. Right? And this is going to be the beginning of Jacob trouble. When people, are witnessing plague after plague. Verse 7, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And that's the trouble we're about to come into real soon, man. But only the elect of Yahweh Shem are going to be saved out of it. Read Daniel 12 and 1, and also a few other precepts, man. Okay, so we done, man,
Just wind, solar, and hydro.
Come back again.
Today, their power grid collapsed, leaving Spain, Portugal, and France.
So this was a running test. And, and the one thing I noticed of Australia is doing the same shit. They, such as wind and solar hydro, they got those fucking, equipments here now, man. Okay? I remember I used to be driving this individual, the job I do, like nighttime, 11 p.m. and the highway, all you see is big ass fucking truck, being escorted, taking this wind and the hydro and solar to whatever they want to plant them at, man.
With the large
that was
Portugal are without electricity right now. Completely unprecedented. Spain wants to keep shutting down their coal-powered energy plants so they can please Greta Thunberg. And now they've effed around and found out. And author and journalist Michael Schwab's blackouts in Spain.
And now this is happening 30. Something
for the chaos.
working towards full and total